Another school shooting has happened way too close to home, and I think we just need to talk about it. Hey, friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Thursday, January 23rd, 2025. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Today, interestingly enough, is National Pie Day. National Handwriting Day, as I just sent off packages and notes to my kids in college. There's also going to be a 35% increased fee to climb Mount Everest. The thought of paying, even though I've run a half marathon and run races, and the thought of paying to do something like that is just, it's not on my bucket list, we'll put it that way. But the biggest piece of news I wanted to talk to you about is that there was not only another school shooting, and I'm appalled at how little this, not that it doesn't make news, but like how we're becoming almost immune to this news. But it was literally right down the road from me, here in Nashville, in Antioch to be specific. And what's ironic is that I was literally, I'll say it again, down the exact road that Antioch High School was on. It's kind of a town over from where I live, but I was down in Antioch looking for a new winter coat for my daughter. And so the mall, the outlet mall I was at is a new outlet mall in Antioch, and literally right across the highway was Antioch High School. And so I don't even know. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know if I wouldn't have heard about it. I have not been watching the news. I haven't had that on, so that's not fair. I don't get a ton of notifications on my phone, but I think if I hadn't had some of those like neighborhood notifications on, I wouldn't have known. And it's so sad that, from what I hear, a student shot another student and then turned the gun on himself. And so I don't know what else to say about it, except that we cannot take any days for granted. That was kind of what I was talking to y'all about yesterday, about Matthew 6:34. I read a similar verse this morning in James. I'm not going to remember, but basically it's kind of the idea of like, don't boast about tomorrow. We don't know what tomorrow will bring, or say I'm going to do this or that. Like, focus on the here and now. And I wasn't going to talk about this, but one of the things that I kind of read and heard in my quiet time today was being a mirror and mirroring the Holy Spirit. And I had someone say something to me recently that was true about me, but it was hard to hear. And I said, "Ooh, that's like an ugly mirror." And basically, I have a tendency to overshare, and I know that's true. And a lot of times, and I heard this in the movie that I saw last night that I don't think I'm allowed to tell you about yet, but I will soon. About like, hey, I'm just being honest. It's like, yeah, but there's a way to do it. There's a time to do it. And sometimes, it depends on your relationship. Has someone asked you for that honesty? Has someone asked you for advice? Is that solicited or is it unsolicited? And so there's no cost, though, to being a beautiful mirror of Christ and the Holy Spirit. There's no reason not to be a reflection of what is beautiful, what is good, what is noble, what is true, what is possible, of peacemaking in the world. And the only way we can do that, you've heard, you can't give what you don't have, is by looking upon the Lord, by, absorbing and embracing the Holy Spirit within each of us, and then allowing that to shine out. So yeah, I guess that's my news / prayer today. I just want to pray peace. Something else that's come up twice now today is boredom. Like, it's okay to be bored. And I think with social media and with this power of everything in our phones, and I'm guilty too, we have a tendency to just look up an answer, or to placate by scrolling, or to soothe by watching. And so I think instead of that, like, to be able to sit, and we always joke about road trips, like, back when I was a kid, I was just told to look out the window, but there is something with even walking. I always have a purpose. I want to do it for this amount of time. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to listen to this audiobook. And sometimes it's okay to just wander and just be and listen and wait. And so, I pray that all of that is true for each of you today. And I pray for the families of the students that were involved in the shooting. And I pray peace over each of us, and that in what may be mistaken as boredom might just be a call to listen, to learn, and reflect what we know is beautiful, that comes from above. Okay, friends, I pray you have a great day wherever you are. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.